maybe Donald Trump was right and the government's wrong. Could that be possible?
I don't necessarily agree with that. No, I think what happened in the first segment is that I proved that this Mar-a-Lago raid is just another smoke and mirrors of Donald Trump being used to distract people from what's really going on. And the fact is that Donald Trump is not who he says he is. He's controlled opposition. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And frankly, he's a coward.
Hey everybody, comedian Maz Jobrani. What you just watched was political activist and head of the Patriot Party, Maggie McCarthy, on Newsmax, talking to the hosts about how they were talking about Mar-a-Lago, and the hosts were saying maybe Donald Trump was right, the FBI was wrong, etc., thinking it's just a lob ball, a pitch. Here you go, Maggie. Tell us how the FBI was wrong and King Donald is right again. And Maggie, boom, turned on them, was like, no. Donald Trump is a sheep in wolf's clothing. He is controlled opposition, and he is a coward. Now, Maggie McCarthy, hardcore conservative. I don't agree with anything she says or does, but here I do. Wow, we're on the same page. Interesting thing is, even the crazy people on the right, the Newsmaxes of the world, are starting to turn on Donald Trump. And it gets even worse for him. Watch this clip from InfoWars. Alex Jones, those guys are turning against him. Watch.
The more I hear about all this and the more I see his responses, I think of the Bible verse that talks about pride goes before the fall. And I would say that Trump is a lot of great things. He is, but the pride that he carries around, the arrogancy, I mean, that's part of his shtick. Maybe that's how he's been able to be such a great deal with foreign leaders so well, but it could be his downfall.
Boom!
They saw a sinking ship and decided to leave, and good for them. Even InfoWars is admitting that this might be the end for Trump. There's just no more explanations and excuses left for the man. And finally, so many MAGA followers are doubting their allegiance. That's a good thing. We should celebrate the downfall of this man. He was worshipped like a religious figure for years across America. And sure, there still are some weird idiots that continue to follow him, but the bulk of his voters from 2016, the people who decided to gamble on him just to see what his presidency would look like, they've taken their losses and left. He never even won this country with the majority. He won it by fraud. And now that so-called fake majority is even smaller. He no longer has the power he had a few years ago because his list of crimes is so long and public. He made a fool of himself in front of the whole country. For years, anyone with even the slightest sense of reason has given up on him. And now the only people that still worship him openly are idiots. They're hacks that he funds and backs. They have no idea about anything in the world and subscribe to unbelievable conspiracies. And the rest of the GOP may still follow him more quietly, but that's because they're afraid of losing their own political seats. It's clear that Trump's era is coming to an end. It's over for him. He's got some power over the GOP even now, but as the investigation continues and more news comes out about his treason against his country, I'm certain that he'll lose that power too. It's just a matter of time. All he'll be left with is his innermost cult, his absolute devotees, a minority party within a minority party. We should remain cautious about these maniacs, but we'll outnumber them for sure. We're in a different America now. We're not in Trump's America. We won't let these extremists lead our country into darkness. We are the American people, and we won't stand for these tyrants in our country. We won't tolerate Trump and his treason. We will stand for justice and reason, and this time we're finally tearing down Trump's reputation once and for all, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.